Tony, I thought you were in province.
What is that you aling atang?
Of course, I foolish boy. How did you think it was Carmen Rosales?
You don't look like aling atang.
I had my hair cut. Do I look so horrible?
No aling atang. You look just wonderful. I thought you were your daughter. I thought you were Kikay.
You're so very Tony. But here, come in. Sit down. How's your mother?
Oh, poor mother, terribly homesick for Tondo. She want to come back here at once.
How long have you been away?
3 months.
Only 3 months? 3 months is so very long for native Tondo. Always Tondo. Ay, may kumare, how so bored there must be.
Well, aling atang, you know how it is with us engineers. We must know where our jobs fall. But as soon as I finish that job in Bulacan, my mother and I come back here to me.
Yes, you must bring her back as soon as possible. We miss her whenever we play tahimik.
That's what she misses most of all.
Now I understand how she feels. Your mother could never become a provinciana Tondo. Once a Tondo girl, always a Tondo girl. I always say. Look at my Kikay. She was over there in America for a full year. And she said that she never felt homesick at all.
When did she? Kikay arrive aling atang?
Last Monday.
I really don't know that she's come back from New York until I read it in the newspaper.
That girl arrived only last Monday, and look at what's happened to me. When she first saw me, she was furious. She said that I need a complete overhauling. She dragged me off to the beauty shop, and look what she have done to me. My hair is cut, my eyebrows are shaved, my nails are manicured, and whenever I go to market, I must use lipstick and rub. All my kumaras are laughing at me. People must think I have become a loose woman at my age too. But what can I do? Now I know how impossible it's to arrange with Kikay. And she says that I must learn how to look and act like an American because I have a daughter who has been to America. Dios mío, do I look an American?
You look like this wonderful aling atang. Where is she? Kikay, where is she?
Of course, she is at home, still sleeping.
Still sleeping?
She said that in New York people do not wake up before 12 o'clock noon.
But it's only 10 o'clock.
Besides, she has been very busy. Uy, the life of the girl since came home. Welcome parties here, welcome parties there, and visitor all day long. That girl has been spinning around like a top.
Well, will you just tell her I called to welcome her home? Oh, and will you please give these flowers to her?
But surely, you're not going yet, Tony. Why, you and she grow up together. Sit right down again, Tony. I will go and wake up her.
Don't bother aling atang. I can come back some other time.
You wait right there, Tony. She'll be simply delighted to see her old child friends. How beautiful they are, Tony. How expensive they must be.
Oh, they are all nothing at all, aling atang.
Oh, Tony!
Yes, aling atang.
You mustn't call me Aling Atang.
Why not?
Kikay doesn't like it. She must be tell people to call me Mrs. Mendoza. She say it more civilized form of address. And especially in front of Kikay. You must call me Mrs. Mendoza.
Yes, aling. I mean Mrs. Mendoza.
Well, wait just a minute and I will call Kikay.
Huh?
Oh, and Tony.
Yes, aling. I miss Mrs. Mendoza.
I must not call Kikay.
What should I call her?
You must call her Francesca.
Francisca?
Not Francisca, Francesca.
What should I call her?
He says that in the New York, everybody calls her Francesca. That's how all those Americans in New York pronounce her name. And all she wants everybody here to pronounce in the same way. She sounds so chichi, so Italian. Do you know that many people in New York thought she was an Italian from California? So, be sure, remember, do not call Kikay. She hates that name. Call her Francesca.
Yes, Mrs. Mendoza.
Now wait right here a while. I call Francesca. Ay, Diyos mío.
Never mind, Mrs. Mendoza, I'll answer it.
You just tell them to wait, Tony.
Tony!
Totoy,
You're son of your father!
big Carabao.
Meron ba tayo dyan?
Ask me that yan and you're like a walking gold man. How many depots have you looting, huh?
Hoy, where's the leader? It's the police are out looking for.
Impossible, I'm a police character.
Make way for the Tondo boys! Bang, bang!
Pal, have a cigarette.
I thought you were in Bulacan, partner.
I'm just here to say hello to Kikay.
Tony, I've been hearing the most frightful things about that girl.
So it be.
People are saying that she has gone crazy.
No, she's only gone New York.
What was she doing in New York?
Studying hair culture and beauty science. She got a diploma.
Imagine that. Our dear old Kikay.
Pardon me, but she's not Kikay anymore. She's Francesca.
Francesca?
Our Miss Tondo become a Miss New York.
Kikay,
Yes, an American now.
Kikay, an American. Don't make me laugh. Why? I knew that girl. She was in still selling rice cakes. Puto kayo dyan. Bili na kayo ng puto.
Remember when we pushed her to the canal?
She chased us all around the streets.
Nako, that girl could fight.
Why it's Totoy?
Nana, my own!
Oh, it's Tony too. What's all about this? A Canto Boy reunion?
We have come to greet the lady from New York.
So have I. Is she at home?
Aling Atang is trying to wake her up.
To wake her up? Is she still dreaming? No, she is all awake already. She's changing. Good morning, Nena. Good morning, Totoy. Well, Nena, I said good morning. Why are you looking like that? Is that you, Aling Atang?
Good God, it's Aling Atang.
Totoy, Aling Atang is prepared to be called Mrs. Mendoza.
Oh, Tony, you know it's not about Ikay. Who refers it she was delighted with these flowers? Tony, she thanks you very much. Nena, if you don't stop giving at me, I'll pinch you. How you used to pinch me and pinch me, Aling Atang, when I'm a little girl? You are very naughty girl, always fighting with Kikay. You were always fighting naughty girl. Totoy, this one especially always digging into our backyard to steal mangoes from mango tree.
Do you steal the mango tree?
Yes, it's still out there in our backyard.
Come on, Rena. Let's steal the mangoes.
You just try. I still run and fast as ever. See if I don't catch you again and pull you pants off.
But I wear suspenders now, Miss Mendoza.
Oh, you rascal. Come with kitchen.
Why to pull my pants off?
No, idiot! You want to help me carry something.
Aling Atang, don't prepare anything for us. We're not visitors, and we're not hungry.
It's only orange juice, Nena. I was preparing for Kikay. She takes something else in the morning. She was that in New York so nobody eat breakfast. Come along, Totoy.
Well, Tony,
Shouldn't have come today, Nena.
why not?
I haven't talked to Kikay.
You haven't talked with Kikay? I thought you were going to come here and tell her everything last night.
I lost my nerve. I didn't come last night.
Oh, Tony.
Oh, Tony, use your head. Nena, we ever heard of a man breaking up his engagement with a girl? It's not usual and my God, it's not easy.
Are you with me.
Of course, I'm in love with you and I'm engaged to you.
Yes, and you were engaged to Kikay too.
But that was a year ago.
Oh, you wolf.
Nena, you know I love you, only you.
How could you have the nerve to propose to me when you were still engaged to Kikay?
I wish I had never told you. This is what I get for being honest.
Honest? You call yourself honest, getting me fall in love with you?
I thought I didn't belong to Kike anymore. It was only a secret engagement anyway. I proposed to her just before she left for America, and she must keep our engagement a secret until she came back. But when she had been there a couple of months, she stopped answering my letters.
And you proposed to me?
Yes,
And then asked me to keep our engagement a secret?
because right afterwards, I found out that Kike is coming back.
Well, I'm tired of being secret engaged to you. What fun is it being engaged if you can't tell everybody?
Just give me a chance to tell everything to her.
Well, you better hurry. I'm getting impatient.
The trouble is, how can I talk with Kike now?
Why not?
Well, you are here and Toto is here. You don't expect me to jilt Kika in front of everybody, do you?
You want me and Totoy to clear out?
No, just give me a chance to be alone with Kika for a moment.
Just leave me to me.
That's good.
Listen everybody, here comes Kikay, but she prefers to be called Francesca.
Oh, hello, you darling people. Nana, my dear, but how cute you've become. And Tony, my little pal of the valley, how are you? And Totoy, how ravishing you look. Goodness, you look like a Tondo super production in Technicolor. But sit down everybody, do sit down and let me look at you.
It's your lighter.
Mercy!
Huh?
I said mercy, it means thank you in French. Tell us about New York. New York.
How long did you stay there?
10 months, 4 days, 7 weeks, and 21 minutes.
And she's still there in her dreams.
Yes, I feel as I was still there. As though I never left it, as though I had lived there all my life. But I look around, and I realize that no, I'm not there. I'm not in New York, I'm here. Home, they tell me home. But which is home for me? This cannot be home because my heart aches with homesickness. I feel myself to an exile. Yes, a spiritual exile. My spirit aches for its true home across the sea. New York, my own dear New York. I don't think we ought to be here, all boys,
Yes, we shouldn't disturb her.
and leave her alone with her memories.
Is that girl we used to go swimming with in the mud paddies?
A New York! My own dear New York.
Listen, listen. Now in New York, it's springtime. It's spring in New York. The daisies are just appearing in Central. And out Staten Island, grass is green again. Custom in New York. An old, very dear custom. When spring comes around each year, the New Yorkers will make a sort of pilgrimage to an old tree growing down by the Battery. Oh, it's an old tree. It's been growing there since New York was New York. And we New Yorkers, we call it our tree. Every spring, we go down to say hello to it and watch it first green, leaving coming out. In a way, the tree is a symbol of New York and dying immortal, forever growing, forever green. But please forgive me. Here I am going sentimental and just mooning away over things you have no idea about. You can't understand this emotion I feel to our old tree. Oh, but I do. I understand perfectly. I feel that way too about our tree. About what tree? Our mango tree, Kikay. Have you forgotten about it? Why you and I used to go climbing every day and we're going ourselves in green mangoes. Her stomach ached afterwards.
Aling Atang, what got me climbing the tree? And she grabbed my pants and up they came.
And Kikay and me, we were rolling in the ground, simply hysterical, with the laughter and Totoy, and you kept shouting, "Give me back my pants, give me back my pants." But wait a minute, what is tree you're talking about? Our mango tree, Kikay. The mango tree are there in your backyard. Oh, the tree.
What's the matter, Kikay? Don't you feel the same emotion for the tree as you do for the New York?
Of course not. They're not completely different. I don't feel any emotion for this silly mango tree. Doesn't awaken my memories for me at all.
Well, it does for me. And which happy memories. I really must run out to the backyard and say hills to eat.
Don't be silly, Nena.
Luke was talking.
Oh, you people don't understand at all.
Of course, not were, never been to New York.
Not exactly until you've been to New York. You can't understand ever. Oh, believe, not to have lived in New York is not to have lived at all. That tree of ours is there. It doesn't stand for kids' stuff and child's
Right.
foolishness. It stands for higher and finer things, for more vivacious and more streamlined and more daring of way of life. It stands for freedom and for the Manhattan skyline and for Copacabana. And for Coney Island in summer and for Grand Stump on Riverside Drive. And for Tuesday nights of at Eddie Condoms with Bill Davidson working on the trumpet office and for Saturday nights at Madison Square Garden with the crowd spilling all over the sidewalk and for the Nigel Fair side of Staten Island and for the St. Patrick's Day Parade, Fifth Avenue for all. Oh, it's impossible to make you see.
Still prepare a tree that grows in Tondo.
I second the motion.
So do I?
Very much, the woman of you funny children.
I really must go and say hello to R3. You don't mind, Kikay?
Ha! Of course, not child to go.
Totoy will come with me.
To the end of the world.
Apparently, our Totoy still has a most terrific crush on Nena. Do wake up, Tony. What are you looking so miserable? Just call me Francesca. A good beginning.
There is something I must tell you, something very important.
Oh, Tony, can't we just forget all about it?
Forget?
That's the New York way, Tony. Forget. Nothing must ever be serious. Nothing must drag on too long. Tonight, give all your heart, tomorrow forget. And when you meet again, smile, shake hands, and just good sport.
What are you talking about?
Tony, I was only child at that time.
When?
When you and I engaged, I've engaged so much since then.
That was only a year ago.
To me, it seems a century. So much has happened to me. I've become a completely different person in just 1 year. After all, what a year, what's a person? Just relative terms, more can happen to you in just 1 year in New York than in a lifetime spent anywhere else. Do you know, I feel as if I've always lived in New York. In spirit, have always been a native of Manhattan. When I first arrived there, I felt came home at last. It's my real home. Oh, listen. Last summer, it was really hot of that summer. You ever had a go riding of one of those double-decker buses just to cool off? And all of those people from Calama and in other places like could be wandering around the streets.
Listen, I don't want to talk about New York. I want to talk about our engagement.
And what we do, and that's what we cannot do, Tony, not anymore.
Why not?
Tony, you got engaged to a girl named Kikay. Well, that girl doesn't exist anymore. She's dead. The person you see before is Francesca. Don't you see, Tony? I'm a stranger to you. We don't speak the same language and I feel so much older than you. I'm a woman of the world. You're only a boy. I hate to hate you, Tony. Imagine a New Yorker marrying a Tondo boy.
Now look here.
I'm sorry if I hurt you, Tony, but I wanted to realize how ridiculous it would be that I could be engaged to a Tondo boy.
I'm not sitting here and to be insulted.
Tony, hush! Don't shout! Don't lose your temper. It's so uncivilized. People in New York don't lose their temper. Not people of the Honbon anyway.
What do you want me to do? To smile and say thank you for slapping my face?
Yes, Tony, be a sport. Let's smile and shake hands and be just friends, huh? Be brave, Tony. Forget the New York way. Find another girl. There are other girls that want somebody else, someone more proper for you.
If you weren't a human,
Hold it, Tony. You must never hit a woman.
What's all this?
Nothing at all.
what were you two quarreling about?
We were not quarreling. Tony and I decided to be good friends and nothing more.
Tony, is this true?
Yes.
Oh, good. Now we can tell them.
Tell us what?
What's ongoing on her?
Tony and I are engaged.
Engaged?
Engage!
Yes! We've been secretly engaged for a month.
But I didn't know all about this. Tracy Carey's business on the shame of it, getting engaged to you when you were the kind of girl who'd let a man jilt her. Oh, horrible monster.
Now remember, Kikay, it's uncivilized to lose one's temper. People in New York don't lose their temper, not people in the hot moon anyway.
I never felt so humiliated. You beast, I'll teach you to humiliate me.
I told you to leave him alone. He's my fiancé.
I tell you, he's engaged to me until I release him, and I haven't released him yet.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself. You're just being a dog in a manager.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself, stealing my man behind my back.
What? What did you say?
Totoy, pull them apart.
You keep out of this, I'll knock your head off.
Lumabas din ang pagkatondo.
Shameless hussy.
Man-eater.
How dare you suck her?
What? She hit me first.
Look what you've done to her.
Are you trying to defend her? You never defended me.
Shut up.
I hate you. I hate you.
Shut up or I'll bash your mouth up. Hey, don't you talk to me in that way. You keep out of this.
He's more of a gentleman than you are. He defends me.
You take your hands off her. I told you to keep out of this.
Oh, Toto, you saved my life.
Tony, open your eyes.
You get out of this.
Toto, you take me away from here.
Are you still engaged to him?
I hate him. I never want to see him again.
Good, come on, let's go.
Don't you speak to me, you brute.
I wasn't talking to you. Don't you speak to me either. You have insulted the woman I love.
Oh, Totoy, why have you never told me?
Well, now you know. Congratulations.
Let's go, darling. I don't like the smell around here.
Now, you've ruined my life. I hope you're satisfied.
I have ruined my life. You ruined mine.
What you need is a good spanking.
Don't you come near me. You tato boy.
Don't worry, I wouldn't touch you with a 10-foot pole.
And I wouldn't touch you with a 20-foot pole.
Just 1 year in New York, and you forget your old friends.
Just 1 year, and what do you do? When you got engaged, you swore to be true. You promised, you wait for me, and I believe you. I believe you.
What are you crying about? Be brave, forget that's New York way. Nothing must ever to be serious. Nothing must ever drag on too long.
Oh, Tony, I've been such a fool. Sorry, Tony, I'm sorry.
Well, I'm not. I'm glad. I found out what kind of a person you are.
Oh, Tony, you're wrong. I'm not the kind of person at all.
Oh, person? It's just relative term, huh?
Yes, Tony, that was Francesca saying those silly things. But Francesca doesn't exist no more.
In that silly dress?
It's true, Tony. I'm Kikay. Remember me? We used to swim together when we were kids.
If I were right, I was engaged to a girl named Kikay.
And you're still engaged to her, Tony.
Welcome, Kikay. How was the trip?
Horrible. I couldn't wait to get back.
Like it in New York?
Give me Tondo anytime.
Didn't you answer my letters?
Francesca wouldn't let me.
That misty girl, I'm glad she's dead.
Sorry, darling. May I have this dance with you?
Delight, madam.